Hi everybody, back again with another video. I'm just trying to catch up really on figures that I've got in my collection, to try and get the videos out there. I'm getting a bit of a backlog of figures at the moment, and I've got quite a few that I'm selling off as well. So I want to catch up on all those sort of videos, and then before I do my next collection update video, which will be in about 2 to 3 months time. So what we've got here, we've got the 1/6 scale Ultra Female Killer Violet by Very Cool Girls Figures, and next to her we have a kit bashed Pepper Potts using the Thyssen Seamless Body. Before we take a look at the figures, I just want to go over the accessories that you get with the Ultraviolet figure. Now obviously it's Milla Jovovich. You get quite a few hands, but I've got a major gripe with these. You pay quite a bit of money for this figure. I think I paid, I can't remember what I paid now, but it varies from about 90 quid up to about £120 British money. You can work that out in dollars. But the only sort of hands you get is you get 3 gloved hands. You get 1 trigger finger gloved hand, which is actually holding the sword right now, and you get 2 relaxed gloved hands. You also get, let's just show you one of the gloved hands. Not a huge amount of detail on them, but it is a cheap end figure. You get 2 ungloved fisted hands, which I doubt that you'll use. You get 2 ungloved sword holding hands. When it focuses. Here we go. You get 2 ungloved trigger finger hands. Come on camera, focus damn you. Thank you. And you get 2 ungloved relaxed hands. There's far too many ungloved hands. I would love to have shown this figure as in the film when she was fighting all the henchmen with the 2 machine guns, which we have here. Again, nothing exceptional, pretty basic machine guns with a plastic blade on the end, which does come out. You can pull it out if you wish. But in order to recreate the scene in the film where she's fighting off the henchmen, you need to have these machine guns in 2 gloved hands, and you can't do that. She only has 1 hand for holding the machine gun. Also, she doesn't have any gloved hands for holding the sword. So that's a big letdown for me. So I'll put a pause in here and I'll talk a little bit more about this figure. Okay, here she is up close. So another gripe I've got with this figure, maybe I think it's just mine, I'm not sure, but the body underneath, the joints were very loose on the arms and on the legs. I was having trouble freestanding her without a stand. She doesn't come with a stand. This is just a generic black stand that you can buy on eBay. So what I had to do was take all the clothing off and replace it with a body that has tighter joints, so you can actually put her in a pose and it will stay in that pose. Another gripe I've got with this figure is the zips. Now, you are supposed to have this one undone, but the one underneath, where it's joins here at the bottom, it's all come loose. It's basically very badly done, so I've tried to hide it up by doing up the jacket. It doesn't look very nice, but I suppose in a detail for distance it's not too bad. Nothing spectacular about the clothing really. It does give you the look of Ultraviolet, which is what I was going for anyway, but I'm hoping another company might pick up on this figure and maybe do a slightly better job, but I doubt it very much. This is the sword. Let's just get to focus. Nice detailing on the sword. It's plastic, it's not metal. Would have been nice if they made it out of metal, but then that would have pushed the price up even more. The head sculpt is probably the best bit about this figure. It does look like Milla. I'll show you with the glasses off in a minute. The hair needs a little bit of product in it. This is how it came out of the box, but in the film she had a little bit of a V parting, so you need to put a bit of hair gel in there just to open that up to give you that look. This figure comes in 3 different versions. You've got the red version that you see here, you have a white version, and there's also the black version. Portion wise on the body, it's not too bad. The busts are a little bit too big for Milla because she's not a very well endowed girl. There's nothing wrong with that. As I always say, more than a handful is a waste. But all in all, I'm fairly happy with this figure. Say I have got those couple of gripes with the loose joints on the body and the hands for holding the equipment. She comes with these cool shades. These are pretty good as well. Just take the shades off so you can have a proper look at the face sculpt. Let's try and do this one-handed. There we go. Move her hair out of the way. As you can see, that's a pretty good likeness to Milla Jovovich. It's a better likeness than the Hot Toys version, but then the Hot Toys version was released quite a few years ago now, which is why I'm still fingers crossed when the new Resident Evil movie comes out. I believe it's January 2017. Hot Toys will finally give us a decent Alice and a decent Milla Jovovich head sculpt. And my flash has just gone off. Sorry about that. So you should be able to see the figures properly anyway. But yeah, so I wanted to have a representation of Ultraviolet in my collection, and at the moment this is the best one out there. The other 2 variants you can see on the box there. There's the white and the black. I might get them both. I don't know yet. Depends on prices. If they come right down in price, then I will definitely get the white and the black version as well. But I am planning on sort of changing a few things on these, maybe kit bashing them out a little bit more, just to make it a little bit better. So yeah, there's the Ultraviolet figure. We'll now move on to my kit bashed Pepper Potts. Okay, here we have Pepper Potts. This isn't the Hot Toys head. I am planning on changing this for the Hot Toys head, because this one, the hair is not as good as the Hot Toys version. The face sculpt's pretty much the same. The body underneath is obviously Phison. The super flexible stainless steel skeleton body. It's the mid-breast tanned version. The clothing is just general 1/6 scale clothing. Just go on eBay and type that in and you'll be able to see this come up. Same with the shoes as well, the high heels. The stand comes with the Phison body. And the paperwork she's got in her hand, this come with the Hot Toys Pepper Potts figure. I wanted to have a representation of her in a suit type thing. It's not what she wore in the film. She did wear some pretty tight sort of skirts and dresses in the film, so I just wanted to have something to sort of represent that, and this does it perfectly. So I'm quite happy with the way that it looks, apart from the hair on the head sculpt. But I suppose if I put a little bit of product in it, I could sort of bulge it out a little bit, make it a little bit better. I might do that at a later date. There's no underwear underneath this figure, mainly because it just shows through too much, and I wanted to sort of show the the lines of the body really coming through the clothing, and Thyssen bodies are absolutely superb for this sort of thing. If you're into kit bashing and you want a figure to show off the arms and the legs, you cannot go wrong with Thyssen bodies. There's various different versions now of these out, and they vary in price. From the earlier versions, they're about, I think you can pick them up for about £50 British pounds, which is probably about $70, something like that, up to these higher end bodies, which vary from about sort of $100 to maybe $120, something like that, which is about 90 British pounds. But you cannot go wrong with these bodies. I mean, I could just buy these bodies all day long. I'll always find something to do with them. If you want to kit bash a figure that's going to have full clothing on where it covers up the arms and the legs, then I would suggest going for maybe an old Hot Toys body or Triad Toys body. But if you want to show off the flesh, this is the way to go. So yeah, that's just a quick sort of video of a couple of other figures in my collection. I will be doing some videos soon on Scarlet Witch and the Vision. I've got both of them through. I have got Thanos as well, but I've got him through, and he's a good figure, but I am thinking of actually selling him. He doesn't really, it didn't sort of live up to my expectations, put it that way. It's not a bad looking figure, but it's not one that I'm really happy with keeping in my collection. So I will be selling him for what I paid for him. So I'm not going to make a profit on him or anything like that. I just want to get my money back. Other figures that I'm going to be selling off is my Iron Patriot, Alfred Pennyworth as well. My Bruce Wayne figure as well will be going. What else am I going to be selling off? There's quite a few figures that I'm getting rid of. My Heartbreaker as well. I've got far too many Iron Men, so he's going to have to go. Other figures, my Steve Rogers, I will sell him as well. The thing that I was going to do, you've probably seen, I don't know if you've seen my video that I did a little while ago, I was going to do all the civilian versions of the Avengers and have them in a diorama with Tony Stark in his workshop, but like most things, that's all fallen through. It's just costing too much to do it, so I've abandoned that. So that's why Steve Rogers is going. I'm just trying to think of some other figures that I might be selling off. A couple of my Damn Toys Gangsters Kingdom figures have been going as well. I think all in all it's going to be about 10 to 15 figures that I'm going to be selling, and they'll all be on eBay. So that's enough of me sort of waffling on. Just give you another quick look at these figures close up, side by side. That really is a good Milla Jovovich face sculpt, it really is. So yeah, there you go. I say next up will be Scarlet Witch and the Vision. So until then, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.